I'm not on the front line. I have asthma. My children have asthma. My son nearly died last winter because of asthma. So I'm staying well clear of the front line. Many of my colleagues and friends work in healthcare. They work in the hospitals, in the operating theatres, on the wards. And some friends have told me that they are scared. And who can blame them? But they will go and they will look after people who need help. Because they're amazing. Wait, no.
It's mud.
You are covered in mud, it's right. You are, but that'll just have to be the way it is for a little while.
Muddy mud. You're stupid.
Tragically, in the recent days, we've also had news of deaths of nurses in Iran, Indonesia, in Spain, in Italy as well. We must prioritise and protect our nurses and our health workers right now.
I was asked to write an article for Ideas Room and for the University of Auckland. And I thought, fantastic! Yay! Yeah, I can absolutely write an article. I'm noticing all kinds of rapid cultural change. I could see so many things had already turned about in my daily life. These were things like no more hugs, and also just the physical distancing that was starting to occur was quite easily identifiable. We had a traditional Māori pōwhiri at our marae, and there was no hongi, the pressing of noses with our new friends. The country went into lockdown moments later after the paper was published. What was on people's minds was surviving a pandemic, a global pandemic. The greater discourse was around anxiety, power and agency, and who could control the borders, and whether people could get home before they shut the borders.
I find myself waking multiple times during the night and thinking and worrying and processing. And I try to follow my own good advice and do meditation and get up and have a glass of warm milk, or do a gratitude journal. It's really hard to switch off though, and I can't change anything that's going on. I feel powerless. I go back to bed and try to get back to sleep. In the morning I just wake up feeling tired.
Carrots. Fought to grow them during the winter when we need them. Mommy, could you turn off the water? And then
As you see, we've converted my toddler's crib into an office desk for me to work at. At times it's been quite overwhelming that we've had to transfer our entire lives home. I've got a nearly 3-year-old who will be turning 3 while we're in lockdown, and a 6-year-old who was at school until they closed the school. And it's pretty difficult for us to... You can hear them yelling in the background. Anytime I'm on a work call, anytime I'm trying to do anything work related, it's always in the context of there being my little children in the background screaming and yelling and flooding the bathroom. And at the moment one of them has a hose and the other one is yelling, which is pretty standard. I do a lot of simulation teaching where we get professions, you know, the final year medicine, nursing, pharmacy, paramedicine students together to work on figuring out how they can manage acutely unwell, deteriorating patients and emergency situations. You can hear them, the children in the background, and like it's crazy because we've got this, on one hand, you know, this very serious job of preparing our healthcare students for a very uncertain future in the context of COVID-19. We just don't know what's going to be asked of them and how we can get them ready. And at the same time, I've got these young children at home who need reassurance and need attention and need to get out and play and socialise. So they're having socialisation dates on Zoom and virtual Lego competitions, and then we're in the garden during my lunch breaks trying to make our plants grow in case we need them. We've got it pretty good compared to a lot of people around the world. We've got a full pantry and I've got a job. Yeah, my husband doesn't. He's a carpenter, so he's got nothing going on right now. But suddenly I find myself getting quite tech savvy, having to learn how to use Zoom and various other online platforms, and trying to get up to speed so that I can be of most value to other teachers and to our students. I wrote a paper in the Anthropology journal Sites about cosmopolitanism in healthcare, and I'm reminded of that at the moment with so much cultural change and people stuck in different places from where they would want to be during a pandemic. There's a blurring of boundaries and people have got to draw in their cosmopolitan toolkit. Falcon, can you please go out? I'm trying to do something here. We grabbed a whole bunch of recycling out of our rubbish bin, just whatever we had, and had a roll of tape and made a mountain out of it with a racing track with tunnels, and then we painted it. It took the whole day.
Of course, yeah.
But it was worth it.
Yeah, I know.
It was really fun, and the boys loved it.
I think you should post it in the group so
Okay, I'll
everybody
post
will
it.
see and enjoy.
I'll post it and you can see what you think about it.
Because that's the only means for us to socialize now.
Yay for WhatsApp!
I know.
And through the window chat.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I thought. Let me say hello because we've not even.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Found it, Mommy.
It is. Oh look, there's the mountain that we made.
Oh wow, wonderful.
Yeah, we painted it and everything, didn't we, darling?
Yeah, we painted it with white spray.
Bye.